Hi, how you doing today, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. Can you tell us who you are and what it is that you do?
Me, I'm just the one and only Dominique Evans. I'm an actor and model in Kansas City.
An actor and model in Kansas City.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done movies?
Yes, I have.
Do actors have like a area of expertise?
That depends on the actor. Some just have roles that they mostly do that they are known for, and others are they can just do anything. Prime example, Gary Owen, if you know who he is.
I do.
Like, that guy can do almost any character that you put him in any movie. He can play a cop in Gotham, or he can play a character in Harry Potter.
I haven't seen him in either one of those roles.
Yeah,
I've seen him as a funny guy.
Yeah.
Because he markets himself as a funny guy.
I'm talking about the wrong person.
Oh.
I forgot this dude's name. I forgot his name.
Oh, man, okay.
Not Gary Owen.
Okay. Because I'm thinking about the white comedian.
I put that together. I'm just like, who is that guy? Who's that guy?
So what do you think do you have an area of expertise? Or
Me?
Flexible?
I'm pretty flexible, depending on what's required. And I just like a challenge. I don't just want to be known for one thing. Prime example in terms of expertise. Terry Crews did an interview a few years ago that he was okay with doing smaller roles and just like starting off. And when you start off, you get categorized as this is the roles they're gonna do. He's a big buff dude. He's gonna be playing thug. He's gonna play a bodyguard. He's gonna do all that. And then when White Chicks came out and Friday After Next, like, you saw, like, he's not just that. He could do so much more.
True.
So, yeah, when starting off, some people are gonna put you in a box. I say, don't just categorize in one area. You gotta start somewhere, but why not challenge yourself?
Right. I always thought it was interesting how you can see an actor, be kind of known for one role, and then they do pop into a role. It's like, wow, the transformation. What does it take to transform when it's your time to step into a role?
Basically, you have to take time to look at yourself and see if you are open to the challenge. And not being worried about how people are going to judge you. Everyone judges you constantly. You can't be worried about that. So you take the time to think about it, like, should I do this for me? Will this be a good challenge for me? How this is going to affect me as an actor? So you go ahead and try it out. It doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. You know better. Or you can try again.
Yeah.
The longest you give it a shot. Why not?
What was the hardest role that you've been in?
Hardest role? I did my first play last year. Yeah, that was difficult because stage play, that is completely different realm than like acting for commercials and TV.
Can you explain the difference for us?
Well, the biggest difference is there's no script when you do a stage play.
Really?
Yeah, you think they just read off a script?
So it's all improv?
No. What I mean is some parts are improv, but there's a script to rehearse and study.
Okay.
But when it's time to perform, that's it. You can't just, all right, cut, I messed up my line, forgot my line.
Oh,
let's take another take.
It's a live experience. So yeah.
You have to know your stuff. You got to get it right then and there. That was difficult because at the same time, I said yes to a movie that I filmed last year, which should be coming out soon. That was also a challenge. I'll get to that after this.
Yeah.
But I was playing two different characters. And yeah, of course, the role I got was this drug dealer gangbanger. He killed this innocent lady, and he doesn't care. But the challenge was the character was named Magic. I'm thinking, if my name's Magic, I'm cool, calm, collected. But the people that done it, I wasn't worried about them judging me. It was just like, you're not letting me be the character. You want me to be this. But I'm like, this is not what the character needs to be. Then when I actually met with the director, he was saying, no, magic is cool, calm, and collective. I'm like, that's what I've been trying to do for months. Yeah, they're making it difficult. And I also had it, also with my current job, I would have to take a dinner break during my job, go and rehearse, and then come back to work. So just studying those pages, getting the timing down. And then the other part was hard was when it was dress rehearsal, there was a part of the script that we didn't study. So I had to rehearse that. It took me a day to learn that part of the lines because I had the other ones down, but it took forever. But I remember the amount of hours and time I had to put into it of studying those lines. Like, I didn't have a super long script like everyone else. Mine were pretty long, but it's just, man, the stage plays are no joke. You gotta know your lines, you gotta know your hits, you gotta know your cues. Yeah, it's difficult, man.
How you manage balancing all of it?
Balancing that, man. Yeah, it's like being back in college. You gotta take time to study and take a 5-minute break. Everyone got their own style. Either you listen to classical music while studying, or go off and take a walk or something. Sometimes it can be therapeutic, but it's hard because you have a passion for something. You want this way more, but you got to realize you're still human. So you got to come back to earth and chill out.
Yeah. Sometimes you get. I mean, but I think it's good to get. I personally think it's okay to be obsessed with your dream.
Of course.
And I mean, because in the society we live in, especially in America, being in America it can easily be a dream killer. The way, if you are supposed to live the typical American lifestyle, which, you go to work every day and then you come home and then you get caught up doing that. And a lot of people's dreams kind of they let them just fade off. Yeah,
it's one of those things to where different life situations can happen. Some people can just get tired of it. They can lose a passion. Like, my original dream was the NFL. I still have dreams for it, but like, the passion for it kind of died at some point during high school. I still have a passion for it. Like, I tried out for a football team actually this year. Because of my work schedule, I couldn't do it. But I actually got a call from the team owner. And to actually join a team, I'm just like, dang. And I'm back in playing shape. And so, shout out to my trainer, Luther Glover. Luther Workouts in Lenexa. Yeah, it was tough. It was just like, dang, man, should I really be doing this? Can I do this?
What position did you play? Who you play?
Well, when I played some semi-pro in high school, I was a defensive lineman, but semi-pro, D-line, linebacker, fullback.
Okay. So, where did you go to high school? You say you played in high school?
Yeah, so I'm not originally from here, from Chicago. High school I went to Harold L. Richards High School, and Oak Lawn High School, Oak Lawn, Illinois. Definitely known for his athletic school. Very good in academics as well, whatever you want to study. It was also a culture shock to me, being in the suburbs, because my family is originally from Southside Chicago. So coming to this, I'm just like, what is this? It was, the amount of nationalities was different. Like, I didn't know all these people existed. Different type of sports. Water polo. I'm like, what's that? That's weird to me. I enjoyed the hell out of it, gym class. Badminton, all of that. I'm a competitive dude, so like, I don't care what game it is, let's do it.
Yeah, let's play. Okay.
And then like, football was great. There was a coach that I really enjoyed. A few of them. Coach Gary Gahonen. The field is named after him. Unfortunately, he died a few years ago. Legendary coach out there. Well, I think he had the most wins in the state of Illinois at some point. And then there's multiple coaches. One linebacker coach I can remember, Coach Prattle. That dude was funny. And Coach Coker, my very first football coach freshman year. But The other thing about that school is I wasn't just there for football. It also allowed me to have academics. I wasn't just some stereotypical jock. I was a nerd, a geek, all that. I fit in with anyone I choose to be with. I don't care about cliques or nothing like that. And one of the main things that you didn't know, because I'm used to all this, is TV broadcasting. TV production was one of my majors in high school. And
Nice.
culinary arts. So, yeah.
Culinary arts. I love cooking. I took a culinary class. What you like to cook the most? What style?
Ooh. I actually don't have a style. My favorite thing that I made was a baked Alaskan. That was difficult. Was trying to get the ice cream and use the dang flamethrower to get the little crisp thing on top. That was fun. I haven't made that in years though. Right now,
That sounds good.
it was delicious.
I like sweet.
It's a process, but it was fun. But yeah. But yeah, originally from Chicago, and I learned a lot from that high school and transitioned to college and went further down the path in broadcasting. So TV, film, all that. So I can do things behind the camera and in front of the camera.
Dope. I like it. I just love to see multi-talented black people, man. That's all I'm surrounded by, and it's like, you know, I feel like I'm thriving when I'm around that type of energy. You know, creative energy to me is the best energy. I want to know how, coming from the south side of Chicago, and then you said you moved to the suburbs. How did that change you? Or did it change you?
I don't know. I don't think it really did. It was just kind of getting used to certain things. Like, there was still hood issues I had to deal with, you know.
Like what?
Just people. There's always crime everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Criminals. Yeah.
all that, and just people. But it was more of a learning experience of I'm getting a better opportunity with the school I'm going to, and I'm meeting new people. So ignorance is a bliss. So it allowed me to learn new cultures, learn new people, further my education in doing things in that area. I don't carry myself in those type of ways, but like, it doesn't really matter where you come from. It's who you are now, you know. And there was some, I can't really say much. This is some things I had to watch. Not difficult to explain. Just not just violence, just weird things and just crackheads, poor, the elderly, all sorts of things, watching things back home. Just weird stuff back in Chicago. But not like I'm standing here at the wrong place at the wrong time. I'm just existing somewhere and someone is not getting shot. It's just like some crackhead is getting something out of the garbage. It's just like, okay, this is weird. Didn't have to experience that being in the suburbs. It was more like a village though. And yeah, there was still crime. You could still get robbed or people try to do stuff to you. So I say always keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah. For me, growing up, seeing that, you know, I have people with that addiction in my family. And I just feel like when you're a kid and you see certain stuff growing up, it can make you change for the better, change for the worse.
Oh.
And it all depends on who you are, you know.
Yeah, for me, I've always been different. I wouldn't say black sheep in my family. It's just I wasn't a stereotype, if that makes any sense. Yeah, drugs, alcohol, violence, all that existed growing up, but it wasn't something I was interested in. It was just like, all right, that don't do anything for me. Like, I wasn't like any type of peer pressure or wanted to run anything in the streets. No, I didn't care about none of that. It didn't appeal to me. And from my family, I wouldn't say anyone was into that type of world. They just knew people. But like, it never appealed to me. What appealed to me was family time, hanging out, having a barbecue, people playing spades. A fight's gonna break out at some point, but everyone's having a good time. So those type of things never appealed to me. I never tried to fit in with anybody.
That's what's up. Being your own person, when you know yourself, I feel like you just got, I don't know, you got the world in your hands at that point. You kind of you just more like in control of your own destiny when you know who you are.
Yeah.
You got to kind of take that journey too. College is a good way to get there for me, especially for me.
Oh yeah, like college was definitely interesting. That's where you really learn. Because I mean, high school is just high school. You learn and whatnot, but college is where you become an adult. Like, because now, for some people, I can't speak for everybody. Your parents are not there. It's just all you now. Mm-hmm. You're learning new stuff. You're learning more about yourself. You either become a brand new person or you stick to old habits. And that's just life in general. And you can't just be stuck all the time. Some people don't like change. Some people will just stay there. College will bring that out of you. Mm-hmm. It will challenge you.
For sure.
It won't be easy, depending on what you're trying to do. And it's okay if you don't want to go to college. What people don't realize with life, what they don't teach us is, whatever you want to do, you're going to have to work hard. You got to work hard to do it. You got to do some type of reading. You got to do some type of studying. You got to put in the work. Like, everyone got their own pace, their own race, and what's in their way, obstacles. But if you actually want to do something that you know that you're good at, that you get paid to do it, or something you're passionate about, you got to put in the work. And college was definitely a help for me. It was definitely challenging. I'm working with people that also want to do stuff with TV and film or whatever. Okay, I got to up my game too. I wouldn't say it's a competition, but it felt that way sometimes. But like, we're all just trying to produce work and have fun and enjoy life. Mm-hmm. And dealing with student loans and dealing with other classes on top of it. So college was definitely a challenge, but it was something I always wanted to do. Because growing up, I was not always a smart kid. I didn't have the greatest grades. At some point, I made the honor roll, like towards the end of elementary and in high school, because I got tired of getting ass whoopings for bad grades. So that's really good. Just wanted to prove to myself. It wasn't because of other people. I want to prove to myself that I can do this. That I'm worthy. I'm not just a big kid that's just strong. I can actually do other things. So yeah, the goal is to be, not just be like Master P or Shaquille O'Neal or Snoop Dogg. It's to be the first Dominique Evans.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And be around creatives, whatever can challenge you. Mm-hmm. So yeah.
What sparked your interest in modeling and media?
So with modeling, that just happened. It randomly just happened, man. I have not been doing this long.
Can you share that story of how your first opportunity came to you?
Yeah, so for it was a birthday shoot that I did. There was a guy named Cornelius. Unfortunately, he died from COVID a few years ago. God bless him. He did a birthday shoot for me. He's like, hey, man, you should be a model. I'm like, how? I keep hearing that from family members and people. No one told me how to do this. How do you do that? He told me about some Facebook groups. I joined a Facebook group. Nothing was happening. It's like, nothing was happening. No one was looking in my direction. I found one gig that paid. I got $100. It was stock pictures. So I did that. It was somewhere in Weston. Some of the stock pictures are still used to this day. It was about 2 years ago. 3.
Like the ones that come in the frame already?
Stock pictures, when you do a photo shoot like that, it's one-time payment. It's basically they take a bunch of pictures of you, like, oh, I'm just having fun with at a tailgate, or I'm playing, games with family and friends. It's basically what websites and companies can use to show off a product. So there's a picture of me holding a football wearing a Chiefs shirt, like I'm tailgating. And a few months later, someone had to contact me, a friend of his, actually, other people. They saw my face on a Walmart ad before game day. People at Walmart used my face. And again, they have all the rights to do that because I signed that. My face could be anywhere. Mm-hmm. I was on a Walmart website, it was Alka-Seltzer. I know the picture because they photoshopped the logo off the football in my shirt, and I'm just like smiling, holding the picture. And
That's dope.
another one was college baseball. My face was randomly on an AT&T ad, and a bunch of other friends. I'm like, that's an old picture. I didn't know they used that. It's just a bunch of us cheering on like we're pretending to watch a game. But after that, let me track back. After that one photo shoot, nothing happened. And then once I think it took a year later, months later. People don't realize this. Once I turned 30, that's when it all started happening. I started meeting photographers, going to meetups. I didn't know meetups were a thing. And sometimes they can get expensive because you're trying to get clothes for whatever themes they are.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept going to meetups, networking, meeting people. Someone threw my name over in one direction. Then I did my first runway show for Pamela Newton, who's my mentor and coach. And she helped me network with her. And then my name just started getting put into stuff. I just keep meeting people. And then now here I am. 2-time finalist for Best Male Model. I've done movies, I've done commercials. And yeah, it's still going. It just really happened. I don't know how I got here. I just did it. I've done big runways show now. I got Kansas City Fashion Week coming up. I got Regal status for Princess Hopkins coming up. Waiting to hear back from some movies. Waiting for movies to come out. And also did Omaha Fashion Week a few weeks ago, which is number 4 in the nation of the best runway shows. It was a cool experience. So yeah, one of my main designers that also helped me during this journey is Suzanne, Tavada World, Tavada Couture, African on car, modern day stuff. I don't know how the relationship happened. We just worked out. She's been a wonderful person in my life. And also she makes suits for me when I do shows and award ceremonies. She just brought out the character in me that I always knew that existed. So that's how modeling happened. It just happened. And I wasn't trying to really force anything. I just kept doing it. I just kept going. I didn't care about who was liking my pictures per se, or damn, I'm not getting enough likes. I just kept doing it. And then it also helped my creative mind. I just get ideas and I'm just like, I want to do this and do it. Here I am.
Did you think you'd be where you're at now?
I had no idea. I'm doing an interview with TBU. It's like, I didn't know that was going to happen. I had no dreams of that at all. No pre-notations, no visions. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just doing it because I was enjoying it and I was getting better at it. Now I can just teach people and put other people on. There's great models out there that I get to meet, and I realize I'm supposed to be in this room. This is not just, oh, I'm so happy to be here. It's not just that. I'm actually supposed to be in this room. I'm also one of the people out there. It's a great feeling. I did not see this coming.
That's what's up, man. Where do you think you want to be, let's say 5-10 years from now, with the momentum that you have at this moment?
To be one of the best entertainers of all time. Be one of the best entertainers in the game. Like I said before, be the first Dominique Evans. With predominantly acting, because that's where it pays. But like, I enjoy both. And I want to do that less than 5 years to make that full time. Because I enjoy it. I enjoy creating and being around this type of atmosphere. You're just creating content and showing off your art and creative mind. There's too much stuff going on. You have to just keep it sealed. 2 things I could take from it. You don't want to be on your deathbed and you see all these different versions of yourself of what could have been. You don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So just go for it. Why not? I get it if there's certain things in terms of situations with life or health issues, finances, okay, you can take a break. But if you know you're supposed to really be doing this, go for it. And one other thing I could say about that, I keep seeing it, I've seen it many times on Instagram. There's a guy on the street that says, If you knew you couldn't fail, how far would you go?
That's a deep quote right there.
So give it a shot. Why not?
That automatically should just knock down all the walls right there. If you knew you couldn't fail, how far could you? You are your only limit. Look at that picture right there.
Yeah, it's really up to you at that point. I remember my dad was telling me stuff about the chances of making it to the NFL, and I'm just looking at him like, why not? Why not me? So I didn't believe him. So I'm just like, I'm just gonna try anyway. Why do I need to play it safe? Like I said, depending on the situation, you may not be able to do certain things, but like, why play it safe? Why not give it a shot? Like, I remember being in the weight room in high school. That definitely helped me. And football also helped me mentally, too. It helped me with discipline, my mental health, because mental health is an important thing. It felt good showing that, like, I'm supposed to be here. I can do things, and I'm strong as hell. So that also helped me on top of that.
What you benching?
Right now?
Yeah.
About 315.
Dang. And okay, what's your stature? What's your height? And if you don't mind sharing, your height and your weight.
Oh yeah, I'm about 6 foot 270. I don't look 270, but that's just genetics.
315. To me, that's a lot, bro. Cause I'm under 150.
Hey, you're still strong. You're doing more than 145. Most people can't. Like, it might be actually weaker than 315 now, honestly, because I haven't been working on my upper body in a while. So, but like, I'm trying to get my squats back up. So that's where I rule squats.
That's where I rule. That's
true. I remember in high school, senior year, I couldn't do it in front of everybody because I failed. I attempted 525 before the season started. Oh man, I failed 2 attempts. And I'm just like, I know I can do this. And then later in the day, I did it. My coaches were there to help me just in case if I broke my back, and I got it. 525 squats.
That's crazy. How important is squats to the workout regimen of a football player?
It's a full body workout, and lower man wins. You gotta have strong legs to do the game. Any sport, really.
Yeah, for real.
Like,
yeah.
it's a full body. You're engaging all your muscles, and if you don't have good leg strength, then man, I don't know what to tell you. But it also just depends on what sport you're really doing.
Yeah, because I play basketball, so I know you do, a lot of cardio, of course. I mean, every sport, right? Legs.
Cardio is so important. It's highly, people sleep on it, man.
But y'all running the whole time. I mean, basketball, you running, but you can walk in basketball and you're okay. You can't walk in football at all. During the game.
6 seconds.
I mean, but I'm saying the whole like idea of the game, it's a running sport. Everything y'all doing really is in motion, and fast motion is better motion in football.
Oh yeah.
In football and basketball, I can walk it down the court over to my side. You know what I'm saying? And then we can run a little bit. That's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
Yeah, to me, some plays.
I ain't never seen nobody walk like and that be.
Well, the
I ain't
camera.
never seen that.
The camera won't show it.
Oh,
It'll
okay.
probably be like BTS behind the scenes type stuff.
Oh, okay.
An average football play is around 6 to 7 seconds. So people don't realize that's a lot of time. That could be wasted. There are a lot of times that you can make an error. A lot of times you can make a successful play. But there's times you breathing, whatnot. There's timeouts. There's getting to the huddle, and if there's a 2-minute warning, then you got to move. But yeah. But the one thing that's always fast and moving is hockey, soccer, football, people call it, and rugby. Rugby is what I played in college. I enjoyed that very much. It was definitely endurance and physical. Never got an injury. I think someone bit me in the arm. I didn't even feel it.
How similar is it? Similar to American football? What's the similarities between the games?
A little bit. There's some similarities to it because you just, all right, I'm running the ball and I'm tackling someone. There's that, but it's very different. There's no blocking in rugby. Way more endurance. It's constantly moving. There's no stopping, like in football.
Yeah.
tackling is different. Like rugby helped me become a better tackler. I was already good at it, but like with rugby, you can't just throw your body at someone. That person can keep going. They can knee you in the face.
That's allowed?
Well, I mean, that depends. Like,
I know hockey, they let them fight for a little bit.
That depends. But no, like, it's just you have to have better form with tackling someone in rugby.
Oh, okay.
You can't just throw your body like people do in the NFL. Like, all right, he's down. Like, no, when someone's down in rugby, they can keep going. That doesn't mean the play is over. So when they fall down, some of them will get down to like a cradle position, and that would like try to pass off the ball to the other teammate. But the defender could come in and grab the ball too and then keep going. And if everyone's coming in at once, then a scrum is created. That's a whole different thing. I'm talking
the dog pile. Is that what y'all call it, a scrum?
Somewhat of a dog pile, but it's way more organized than that. So it's just people just trying to get the ball. But like rugby, it's a lot of fun, and you definitely gotta have a lot of endurance with it. I remember playing one game in college. I think we were going against Weber State or someone. I forgot. But it was the first game. It was produced. One of my buddies, Andrew Benson. Shout out to him. We were TV producers for a sports show, and I was producing and playing at the same time. So we were filming it at Bearcat Stadium. It was pretty funny because I'm like, all right, I'm gonna go perform now. And I played. I remember scoring for the first time. That was cool. We were cutting my beard to like a Fu Manchu, and I shaved my head. It was fun. But they turned the camera at me, and I was like spinning, smiling, and people were like freaked out. I'm like, what's going on? I go up and say hi to everybody. Everyone's like scared and move back. I'm like, what's going on? You okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm having a good time. What about y'all? My professor, Will, took a picture, but apparently I was bleeding profusely in the mouth. I had no idea. I had a busted lip. But I was just like in bloody shirt. I was having a good time. I was like, oh, y'all okay? So yeah.
That's what's up, man. I never met a rugby player before. That's dope.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah. I want to know, who is your current inspiration for modeling? Like somebody you look up to, aspire, that kind of just, you got that person that, if you could, if you do or if you could interact with them about where you're at, and you tell them like, so they can like be proud of you. Like for me, like if I could show Timbaland a beat, like, hey, listen to this, like I would, because I like to make beats. So that's a kind of good example of what I'm trying to say.
So someone I look up to, that's messed up for me because there isn't so particular. There's not one person I look up to. When it comes to modeling, like, there's a bunch of models that like that I respect here in Kansas City, and like, man, they are great. Like Chris Weston is great, Gage Wilson is great, Michael Moore, Javon, Jeremiah, Jordan, Markel, Frederick. Like, say, I'm just naming the list.
Yeah.
Like Darnell, like these are just people that I'm in a room with them. Oh man, we're about to kill this show. So like, this is an all-star team right here. That's how I feel. Like, there's not just one person. And when it comes to modeling, I just look at myself because I'm here, so I got to do it.
What do you want to tell? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good, man.
The thought just comes to me. As we wrap up here, what's something you want to tell like a teenager who is on a similar path? What would you tell them to inspire them if they felt unmotivated now? What would you tell them?
Okay, I'll just say it directly to the camera. What to say to someone that's feeling unmotivated? Well, simply this: a few things. There's no such thing as the sky is the limit. You can go past that. How far are you willing to take yourself? Because whatever you are in the future is in the future. You gotta take care of the present. The past is in the past. Focus in the present. No matter what challenges that will come, keep going. You don't know what's going to happen. And like I said before, I'll say it again. If you knew you couldn't fail, how far would you go?
Nice. That's a good way to close it out too. Hey man, thanks for coming out, man. It was good talking to you. I wish we had more time, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Hey,
I know
man.
I'd be rambling.
No, man. Hey, I love the stories, man, and I get inspired by, people who are chasing their dreams always. So thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me.
And we're signing off.